Sheree here, author and founder of the School of Purpose Academy. I want to welcome you all to today's training. This is going to be something like an open letter to small business owners who's truly fed up with the struggle and wants to learn how to increase profits with or without a federal government or a grant or anything like that. That's who this is for today. So we're going to be talking about 6 radical steps that any small business owner can take to win in a changing economy, especially during a crisis and just different economical changes in society that we're going through. We're going to show you how to take small steps, 6 small steps to be exact, to get big results. So today, more specifically, you're going to be learning about this bulletproof business plan that so many of the billion-dollar brands around you use on a regular basis. You're going to be learning about their format. You're going to be learning how to thrive in an economy, especially in a changing economy. You're going to be also learning how to come back and dominate during this COVID-19 crisis, right? When I talk about domination, I mean we're not competing anymore. Competing means you're worried about your competitors. Don't get me wrong, you do some light competitors research, but I'm going to show you how to dominate. Okay, that way competition can be irrelevant. Next, we're going to talk about how you can use Amazon's tactics for explosive growth and also domination. Obviously, Amazon, they're all over the place. So we're going to show you some simple but radical steps that Amazon did to take the position they're taking, and you'll be able to use them in your small business as well. So some of you, this may be your first time here, maybe you're on this online or someone share this with this, and you want to know, well, what exactly is this training for? Well, this training is for all small business owners. Now, if you call yourself a founder, a CEO, a dreamer, entrepreneur, maybe a maker, a creator, this is for you. Now, technical terms, we are all about the small business world, small business nation, okay? What is a small business? Well, according to the Small Business Administration and also the Mittelstand, which is a small business collaborate in Germany, a small business is someone that has a business that has that has no more than 500 employees. Okay, so if you're anywhere from having 1 person to 409 more people added to your team, this training is for you. So grab pen and paper. You definitely want to take notes. Now, while you're grabbing pen and paper, because trust me, guys, I'm going to give you a lot of information in a lot of the time that we have. I don't have a timer or anything like that, but I know you as an entrepreneur and a small business owner have a lot of things going on. So I want to give you everything that I can in the time that we have. But I can promise you that we probably won't be able to cover everything. However, I will give you the opportunity, if you want to get the rest of this training in a more depth manner that's convenient for you, I will give you that opportunity in the end. I promise. So just grab pen and paper. And while you're doing that, let me just plug you in about who I am and why you should even bother listening. Well, guess what, guys? I've been in the entrepreneur space for over 7 years, but I started off as a Fortune 500 consultant, helping Fortune 500 companies in the area of branding, marketing, also creating processes so that they can get and create consistent results. Well, guys, after working for these Fortune 500 companies in the industries of pharmaceuticals, hospitality, and technology, I decided that I seen so many different cutthroat things, and I decided that, you know what, the best way to make an impact on your community and just mankind as a whole is work with smaller sections, work with small business owners, right? A lot of people don't know, but small businesses are getting huge results, and we're going to jump into that as well. However, that is what inspired me. After I saw how you can work for a Fortune 500 company or any big company for 30 years, you can give them 30 years of your life, but guess what? If you make one mistake, and it may have nothing to do with stealing or even anything violent, they will get rid of you at the drop of a dime. right? Or maybe your position got downsized. Now you're starting over, right? So I said, you know what? Let me take control of my destiny. And I want to put all the things that I've learned from these Fortune 500 companies and took all of these courses and classes in college. I want to focus them on a sector of life that I truly believe changes lives, and that is the small business community. So here I am. With this COVID-19 crisis and everything that's going on, I've just felt so passionate about giving you guys this blueprint, because whether you believe it or not, whatever your position is at this time, I want you to know there are business owners, large and small, that is really coming up during this crisis and pandemic that we're facing together. And I just want to drop a blueprint on you so that you can use it in your business as well. Are you ready? Well, let's go. So first off, again, but why should you care? Truly, why should you invest time today? Well, first off, we got the pandemic outbreaks. COVID-19. We have floods, so it's just not about COVID-19, guys. We've had floods, forest fires, all type of extreme weather. I don't know if you guys recall it or not, but prior to COVID-19 in Australia, they had a forest fire going on. So it seems like every time we turn around, there is something going on with the weather or just extreme circumstances and situations that is out of our control, right? And I truly believe that this is a wake up call about the importance of proper and proactive planning and execution. It's really crazy because prior to everything that is going on right now, I was doing a lot of seminars with the beauty industry, with the barbershop industry, with people that have actual retail shops, especially, right? And I was telling them, hey, you want to protect yourself, your business, your employees, your family, your sanity by creating additional streams of income. And I'm going to show you how. But it was like they were locked into a particular frame of mind where they just did not think it would work for their business. And did you see how COVID-19 came and just squashed the whole beauty industry? Literally overnight, they were closed down. They had to make different type of circumstances, different situations to get income. So many of them will not be reopening. It's going to take a lot to recover. I talked to a lot of beauty salon owners as well as stylists and barbershops. And I'm only saying this, guys, because they are a huge part of the community. But it's a lot of other retail shop owners as well. But they had to actually try to get jobs and pick up on the payroll protection. Well, we know how that played out. So I truly believe that being a small business owner and having the freedom as a small business owner is all about having the option to expand your brand in any economy. That's what this is all about. That's what this training is about. And I truly believe all of these different things that we've been going through as a globe, I truly believe it is a wake up call about the proactive planning and execution. But at the end of the day, you want to put yourself in a position to expand your brand in any economy, whether it be you by yourself and you're supporting your family, maybe your elderly parents or yourself, or you have a huge team of employees. So today, what I'm going to be dropping to you is this blueprint. Now, this blueprint that I'm going to be giving you has been used for decades, and it is definitely in use right now in companies like Amazon, Apple, Nike, any of the top players that we love to love or love to hate, as some people would say. This is the principle, these are the principles that I'll be sharing with you today. So even if you feel like, I don't know if this will work for my business, or I don't believe it, or I don't know if it'll work, is it true, is it a scam? You will be able to do your own research and go back and check out these huge companies, and you will see that these tactics that I'll be sharing with you are already in action right now as we speak. Success Leaves Clues is a strategy that I learned from Tony Robbins, going to some of his seminars. It's also a wealth mindset. Success Leaves Clues simply means that if I am doing something that I've never done before, that I don't have a frame of reference to, or if I want a result that I do not have right now, right? Maybe you don't have a frame of reference. Some of you might say, you know what, I want to make seven figures. Nobody in your family has ever had seven figures. You don't even have any friends that have made seven figures. Maybe some of you have started a business or you want to start a business, and nobody in your family has ever started a business in their whole life. They're all employees. What you want to do is you understand, when you understand that success leaves clues, is you understand that I can go find someone that has done something similar, whether I know them or not, and I can study their path and study their life, and I can do some of the things they do and get similar results, right? Now, obviously, nothing is going to be 100% the same. So I don't want you guys to think, well, you said I would get Amazon results. Everybody's life is customized. There is no one that has the same fingerprint or footprint as you. So regardless of whatever this tactic that I'm telling you about is called modeling, you will get results. But nothing will ever be exact to someone else. You will get the results that you are supposed to get for the effort you're putting into and for the particular life and path that is created for you. Okay. But again, if you understand this particular strategy, you can shorten your learning curve. Things that you want to get results on, you can get results immediately when you understand that successfully clues. And this is the foundation of the blueprint I'll be sharing with you today. So let's talk about the small businesses and how they truly drive the U.S. economy. You know, the U.S. economy really truly owes a great deal to small business. And facts don't lie. The small business world is big business for the U.S. economy. So let's take a look at some numbers. Well, first off, America's 28 million small businesses produce over 60% of new jobs. Guys, that's over half. Half of new jobs are produced by small business owners. This is why small business owners are important to the economy, and this is why they are important to me. This is what made me transition. I said, you know what? I love working for the Fortune 500 companies and the benefits they give, but where is the true results coming from? Where is the true impact coming from? Is coming from small business owners. Two out of every three new jobs in America is created by a small business owner. And guess what? This training, we're going to be talking a lot about the U.S. economy, but I can bet you, like I did some research on Germany, and they are the same. Small businesses really supply more than half of the jobs. And I can almost bet it's going to be the same for you. If you're from New Zealand, if you're from a different country and you found this particular training, you can follow along as well. But I can guarantee you the small business community do the most for the economy as a whole. Now let's take a look at this, the big impact of small businesses. I'm just going to take a look at one number I want you to focus on. Small businesses in America generate 54% of U.S. sales. Look how much we are pouring into our community. This is why I'm really passionate about this training. For future forecasting, just because of small business owners like you, the millennials and the Gen Zers are 188% more likely to create a small business compared to baby boomers, because baby boomers came up during the industrial age where everything was about getting a good job and retiring. But we're in a stage now where people are realizing that real independence and freedom comes from having your own business, even if it's just a side hustle and you're still working part-time. So it's really a good thing to know that not only are you importing in your community right now, you're impacting the future, because that's what it's about, the future. Now, during the COVID-19 crisis, initially small businesses were put on the back burner. And I mean, they had the payroll protection program, but I truly believe that the federal government failed to truly take the importance of the small business owner position. If we are supplying over 60% of jobs for the U.S. citizens, think about all the unemployment that would not have been paid had small businesses been a priority. Now, let's just take a look at how this coronavirus has really impacted and has impacted. I'm talking about cities all over the world with great with great economies. Phoenix, Arizona is one of them. Phoenix, Arizona has been growing massively over the last 7 years. I know several people that stay there, even throughout the heat, right? But listen to some of their numbers. They're saying it's going to take 6 years to recover, 6 weeks of job losses. 1 out of 4 small businesses will not return in that particular area. That is huge. Here's another one from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. 1 in 5 businesses were 2 months away from closing already, right? Or they are now 2 months away from closing. This is telling you that being in business as a small business owner, it is not an easy feat. We face many challenges from recruiting to suppliers. You want quality, customers, customer churn, customer loyalty, pricing, return, and then sometimes it'll hit you from a personal side, whether it be family issues or marital issues, right? But there's only one guarantee that in life, and that is change. Now, obviously, a lot of us, we're not so adapt to change. But truth be told, since you can't stop change, there's only 3 things that you can do to really make it an easier path with change. Number one, you can manage it, you can ignore it, obviously, or you can prepare for it. Now, for preparation, in my opinion, preparing for what is to come is the best position that you want to be. Whether we're in the middle of a pandemic or not, right now is a time to prepare for your future. Obviously, it's going to help you get out of whatever you're in right now or get better results than what you're getting right now. But Abraham Lincoln said it best: the best way to predict your future is simply to create it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Let's get into it. This is all about positioning yourself to win. See, one thing that I learned about business, something that I truly did not know, was it's all about positioning yourself, regardless of what the competition is doing, regardless of what the big guys are doing or the big girls are doing. It's time to position yourself to win. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, first off, the first step to position yourself to win in any economy, especially a changing one, you want to have a plan. I like to call it a resilience business plan. Why? So that you can be able to pivot and prosper in any economy. Resilience means you have that comeback power. And when you have a business plan that's resilience, that means that you're going to have all type of options just in case something happens, right? Now, some of you might be saying, well, why set a plan up if nothing goes as planned anyway? Well, a plan sets direction and priority in your business, right? So when you know exactly what you want to begin with the end in mind. What is the main goal right now? When you have that main goal in your mind, that ending result that you're looking for, now you can set a plan that will give you the direction that you need to go. This way, when you encounter things, some things may work for your business and others won't. But you will have a plan that says, I know this don't work. So if you encounter that test or that option or that opportunity again, you can say straight away, no, it don't work for me. It's not for me. So start with the end in mind with your plan. If you to write down, what is your main goal right now? Is it to keep customers happy that you have? Is it to increase sales? Is it to get more customers, right? Is it to get multiple streams of income? Write down your main goal right now. Now, the second piece of this puzzle and this blueprint is understanding your ideal client. Who is your ideal client profile? One thing that billion-dollar brands know, they know exactly who they are servicing. And I truly believe that this is even more important when you're a small business owner. Okay, you want to know exactly who are my people. Why? Because you'll know how to supply them and feed their needs during any time. So say for instance, if you are a restaurant owner and you truly understand your customer base, most of the time you have people that come in, they get family things. They're in families, right? So what you at this time would do, you would say, you know what, maybe we need to come up with a family style meal right? During COVID, a lot of people don't want to go to the grocery store. They don't want to have a hassle of food being sold out. So let's create a family meal deal package like a lot of restaurants have. Now, to come up with your ideal client profile, there's all type of detailed information. Here you see the complete layout of the geographical information. That pretty much saying that you know to a T where your client base is located, whether they be local or global. Okay, you know where they're located, their subdivision, their city, their workplace, where are they located? Then you have demographical location or information. That's all about age, sex, religious background, ethnicity, family size, income level, educational level. That really puts a face to who you are servicing. But guess what? There's two questions that you can ask yourself that will truly give you a clear picture of who your ideal client profile is. Number one, who is buying my products and services right now? So if you have a customer base, take note of who's actually buying your products and services right now. Right now, if you don't have as many customers as you would like, check out your competitors. This is the piece where you will, do some competitive research. It's not that you're going to focus completely on their business all the time, because if you're focused on someone else, that means you're not dedicating and giving yourself the time that you deserve. So you only want to check them out lightly, get some detail, get the most important information. I'm not going to say lightly, but you only want to focus on the things that you can use to position. Remember, it's all about positioning yourself to win. So you want to check them out to see, who exactly are their customers, right? And then not even only your competitors, check out the businesses of the people that you want to go, you esteem and aspire to go to that level. We always want to think a level up. Okay. And last but not least, the next question is, who can truly afford my products and services? Guys, this is one that I truly was not aware of. And this is something that can really take your business to the next level, because at the end of the day, you want to deal with people that can afford your products and services with or without discounts. You know, a lot of people build businesses on the first time client promotion. And then they wonder why those people never return. Why? Because they can truly afford your services and products anyway. They are around for discounts. There are a lot of people, they're just out shopping for the best discount. Guess what? There's nothing wrong with that, because we always want a good deal. We're all looking for a good deal. But do you truly want to build your business around people that want to only get a deal? You want people that truly value your products and services for what they cost, right? You want to tap into their psyche as far as what is truly important to them, and it does not necessarily have to be the dollar amount, right? This is why understanding who your ideal client profile is very, very important. Number three, I want you to understand the power of numbers. Now, this comes in a lot of different packages, but we must understand, guys, as small business owners, first and foremost, united we stand and divided we fall. With everything that's going on, think about the 28 million small businesses in America. Think about if when we didn't get the results that we were looking for all of these different federal grants and loans. Think about if all 28 million of small business owners got on a bus or a plane or drove out in droves like they were at Woodstock and headed to the White House. Right or wrong, do you think we would have got changes done? I'm going to let you think about that. 28 million. Imagine 28 million small business owners collaborating up, uniting up, and went and took it to the White House because we were not pleased with the federal funding that we received initially during COVID-19 pandemic breakout. Guys, trust me, we would have made things happen. Now, the other part about the power of numbers is I want you to understand that numbers don't lie. People lie, women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie. So you want to start looking at the numbers more on when it comes to your business. First off, when we were talking about the goals earlier, try to put it in a numeric format. So if you say, well, I want to increase my sales by $10,000 a month or a week. Okay. At that point, you have your first number, you have your numeric goal. But then after that, you can say, okay, you can take a look and say, well, my best program or service that I have is about $200. So that means that I will need about 50 more clients on a regular basis. Okay. That will give you a more logical formatting to say, how can I reach this goal when you do things in numbers? So, for an example, you might say, I want to reach out to 10 new customers every day to build that relationship. Maybe your goal is to build influence. So, you might say, hey, I'm going to reach out to 10 to 15 new clients every day to ask them questions and get feedback. Okay. But this is also about becoming a part of a community of like-minded individuals. One thing about small business owners that I really love is everybody is different. We may have the same business, but I have a different perspective than you, right? You might go for one particular type of client. I might go for this type of client. I might be in Arizona. You might be in Alaska, right? But when you become a part of a community of like-minded individual, it offers you so many different benefits. So for an example, you might need advice on logo design. You might need advice on email marketing. When you're a part of a community of like-minded individuals, you will be able to have instant access to a community of people that can answer those questions for you and can get the results that you're looking for right away. Now, one of the entrepreneurs of all time, Henry Ford, he really had some great philosophies. And I want to share them with you today because he truly understood that you don't have to be a genius to get things done. He says, coming together is a beginning, working together is progress, and keeping it is success. See, Henry Ford did not create or invent the car. A lot of people don't know that because he is so influential in that particular industry. But he invented a more effective way to build a car, which also made it affordable, which is innovation in today's term. See, he was already onto something. See, Carl Benz, part owner of Mercedes Benz, he is the guy that invented the car. But we don't know that because Henry Ford innovated it. And we're going to talk about innovation as well. See, Henry Ford understood it's all about teamwork at the end of the day. When you have a collaborative community, you can get things done more effective, efficiently, and quickly. He says to surround yourself with people that know more than you. One does not need to be able to do it all. He only need to know how to get it accomplished. Henry Ford, he was such a genius for understanding this. See, some people want to be the big wig, they want to know everything. That's actually the difference between a self-employed person and a small business owner. See, when you're self-employed, that means when you take off work, you don't make money. But when you're a small business owner, and I'm talking about by business model and by mindset, you can take off work, you can go on vacation, and you will continue to make money. Why? Because you understand it takes a team to run a business truthfully. You don't want to do everything yourself. You may not like social media. So you don't want to spend your time on social media because you know it's not effective. So what do? You find someone from a community of people that love social media and you let them do it. Okay, this is what Henry Ford was such a genius in. He actually was really, really cool with George Washington Carver. If you don't know who he is the grandfather of the peanut. He took one source and created over 100 ways to utilize it. Okay, and I want to highlight that fact because I want you guys to understand that in your business, you may have one product. You don't need 1,000 products. Amazon started off with one product, books. They started off with one product and now they have everything because they understood that sometimes it's the power of one, okay, that truly can change the world. So number 5, okay, we did number 4 being a part of a community, but number 5 to this blueprint is all about holding all local and federal officials accountable in the business sector. Now, some of you might say, well, what's so different about this blueprint that you're talking about today? Because maybe you've heard a lot of the information. One of our main differences is we're going to be talking about and tapping into holding our local and federal officials accountable in the business sector. Listen, guys, we are tax-paying citizens. Okay, it is time that we hold these officers accountable for the decisions that they're making that is affecting our community. If we as small business owners, I don't care if you're one person or you have a team of 500, but if we are paying our taxes and we are providing over 60% of the jobs for America, we have a right to be heard. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I want you guys to become more aware of your rights. For an example, did you know you have the right to see and have an appointment to see any elected official in your community? Mayor, governor, it does not matter. You have the right to say, hey, I want to speak to the mayor. I want to speak to the governor. I truly believe that it is time that we start to apply pressure to these officials. You know, they are on TV, they're passing out their flyers all throughout our communities talking about vote for me, vote for me. And here's the deal, guys. I don't give a hill of beans if you are Republican, Democrat, or liberal. It is time that we hold them accountable. I truly feel that our governments, they drop the ball with taking care of small businesses. And I don't even mean just taking care of us like we're babies. I mean to provide us with the support that we need and should have, because we provide support to our communities by providing 60% of the jobs. And I truly believe that if these officials do not want to do the things that they said they're doing to move our communities and our country in a better direction, I truly feel that we need to boost them out of there. Plato said something really he said something that really is something to think about. He said, if you do not take an interest in the affairs of your government, then you are doomed to live under the rule of fools. Guys, and look what's going on in our government right now. Look all over the world, not just the US, but I'm in the US. So just look at the US. Look at everybody. Look at everything that's going on. And here's the deal. I'm not even just talking about the presidential office and on that level. Listen, when you truly want to make changes in your communities, you're going to start with your local governments. Now, look at your local governments and cities and the people that are in office and people that are getting indicted and thrown out. Look at the results we're getting. As a small business owner, it's time that we stand up. And when you become a part of a community, you don't have to feel like you're by yourself, because you'll have other people from your same community that might want to rally up or create a white paper or go down to the government office to ask questions. Okay, here's another idea I want you to understand about this. You might want to just get a petition. Guess what? It doesn't, when you're a part of a community of like minded individuals, you can get a petition of 500 signatures signed right away. Okay, so this is something that is very important to myself, and it should be to you, the small business owner. It is now time that we start taking really interest in our local governments as a whole. Number 6, innovate to become great and remain relevant. Now, first off, we talked about Henry Ford, how he innovated the way cars were created. See, he didn't invent it, Carl Benz did. That's an idea I really want you to think about, because when I talk about innovation, it does not have to be something that you invented. So I don't want you to overthink it. Okay. Amazon, here's another company. Amazon, they started off with one product, books. Let's take a look at their innovational ride. They started off with one product, books. Regular good old fashioned books. And I love books. I buy books today, right? But then they innovated and said, how about we start something with the ebooks? Then they created the Kindle, right? Everybody don't want the physical book. Some people want to be able to have access to have thousands of books on one device. So they created the Kindle. You know, Amazon is such an amazing blueprint to take a look at. This is why you're going to get the free 59-page report on Amazon tactics and domination, which I'm hoping you're excited about that, because if you're watching this right now, that should be coming to your inbox. And Amazon started with one books, but now they started off with one product, books, but now Amazon has everything. And the way they continue to remain relevant in such a competitive environment is that they continue to innovate everything. Now, what does innovation mean? Innovation simply means taking an old idea and concept and adding something new to it so that it serves the people and the marketplace better. That's all innovation is. So let me just give you a quick example. Say, for instance, if you're not delivering food or you're not delivering services, right? Soon as COVID-19 hit, a lot of people realize, hey, let me start delivering. Okay, it's not a new idea, but it's new to your business. So that means it is innovative to your particular brand. Now, here's something that I really want you guys to understand also about innovation. The principles of business really are the same. The fundamentals of business are the same year after year, decade after decade. You can take any company, whether they're selling diamonds, shoes, cars, house coats, maternity clothes, it doesn't matter. You can take any type of business you want, and when you break it down, you will understand that the fundamentals and principles of business are the same. However, as I was just telling you, we must continue to innovate the way we continue to do business to remain relevant. And one of the major innovations of business today is the internet. It's the 24-hour lead generation and client satisfaction capability that you must have in place. How are you collecting prospects or people that might be interested in your business? Well, the internet has given you resources and tools where you can have 24-hour lead generation and client satisfaction around the clock. So you literally could be making money around the clock. Now, I know for a lot of you that it becomes overwhelming because every time you turn around, there is something new that comes out that you just cannot tackle. Or you might be able to tackle it, but it's just so overwhelming. So, one thing that I want you to understand about everything that we've discussed is becoming or being a small business owner, especially when you want to remain relevant and you want to win in any economy. You must understand that it is going to become a lifetime of commitment of learning. If you're not learning these things, maybe you have people on your team that is learning them all, like Henry Ford. He didn't try to learn everything. He wanted to employ people that needed to learn the fundamentals that can employ them into his business, which I truly believe is cool as well. But it might just be you. I have a very small team, right? Outside of the pool of different small business owners that I coach and consult on a regular basis, we have a small team, right? So we all have to learn different skills. Now, me being the founder, I try to learn it all. I'll be honest with you, right? Because it takes a lifetime of commitment of learning. But here's the deal. I know you guys see so many different programs out. And you know what? There are some great programs. I'm not here to tell you that they're a scam. Actually, all of them, there's something that you can learn from them. But it becomes overwhelming because how do you know which ones to buy? Some of them are $200, some of them are $2,000. Well, guess what? What if I told you you could get free access to a virtual business library valued with over $1 million in resources and programs? You have all the programs you need, whether it be from some of the gurus that you've heard about, or they may be private programs. But I'm going to give you access to a virtual library that will give you every program you can ever need, whether it be social media programs, how to set up 24-hour marketing, online marketing, SEO, PPC, how to build a website, how to build an app for your business. You will have access to all of that, and you will not have to spend a dime. That right there is really something that could change your business overnight. Now that you have all 6 steps, what do you do now? Like, you might be saying, gosh, I'm kind of confused. I'm going to tell you what you do. The first step you need to do is you need to come to a decision of what the most important goal is for your business is right now. When you really understand that, your business and your strategy will come into place. You must start at one. What is the most important thing to you and your business right now? After you do that, I want you to really think about your ideal client profile and who is it that you are truly servicing and what their true needs are. Now, I understand that it's definitely a lot of information that I gave you, and some of you might be like, you know what? I don't know. You're skeptical. And guess what? You should be skeptical. You have so many different options and trainings out here that you come across so much information. Hey, we're living in the information technology. What I want you to understand is you always have options. So it's cool that you're skeptical. My only thing is I want you to understand what your option is so that you can have a clear basis of what direction you want to go in your business. So option number one is listen, you can take all the information that you've learned today that I've shared with you and you can study it on your own. As I told you, everything that we're discussing, billion-dollar and million-dollar brands are using them every day. Okay, they have processes in place that allows them to win and make money in any economy. You can go study those businesses, and this is not a bad choice. But I want to warn you that it takes years of time and thousands of dollars to invest, because when you think about the programs and process that they have in place, they have paid people to come in and put this into place for them. Right? Choice number two, hey, listen, you might not do nothing. You might decide, you know what, I'm going to wait till everything blows over. Maybe you got some of that COVID-19 money and said, I'm going to wait till everything blows over and it will go back to normal. And that's totally fine. But what I want you to understand is, what if this is our new normal, right? What if what we're going through right now, maybe what if this is the new normal? Okay. So, but I want you to understand that it's totally fine for you not to do nothing. Just know that doing nothing is still a decision. And at the end of the day, you must answer the question, do you want to be a part of the movement that is accelerating in their business during this changing economy? Or do you want to blow over an opportunity that you could have had, but you didn't have because you decided to wait until everything blows over? And then choice number three is simply to take a front row seat to the biggest business shift of all time and transform your business into a maximum growth machine. Guys, this is all about action takers. You know what? When you look at everything that's going on, not just now, but throughout history, the benefits and the fruitfulness of being in business, small business always goes to the action takers, the people that take a front row seat. And if this is you, I want to invite you to the United Small Business Association of America. This is going to be such one of the game changers in your business. When you join other savvy business owners in the United Small Business Association of America, here's what you get. You're going to get the step-by-step blueprint customized for small businesses, but it's used by Amazon, Apple, Nike, Stitch Fix, and many more so that you can increase your business in any economy. This blueprint alone is going to show you how to create several different streams of income, and we're going to show you how the billionaire companies do it, but we give it to you in small sizes so that you can implement it easily in your small business. You're going to get 24-hour access to the Small Business Growth Hack platform that's loaded with fill-in-the-blank templates for sales, follow-up promotions, and product launches. So whatever your goals is, you're going to have the resources to get those things done very, very quickly. Then you're going to get 30 days of coaching for lasting success. See, there's one thing about when you join a program or a training or a boot camp, whatever it is that you're joining or you're using to grow your business, you can get all the information that you want and it's completely useful. You love it. But what about those moments when you have questions? You have personalized questions for your business. Well, guess what, guys? You're going to get 30 days of coaching, one-on-one coaching, so that when you have those questions that are particular to your business, you will have a one-on-one consultant that can answer those for you, right? Because those first 30 days are always very important when you're starting a new program. Obviously, if you want a coach for a longer amount of time, you can definitely get that. But we want to give you 30 days so you can fast track yourself to the next level in your business. But also, you could use your consultant for, say for instance, if you want to have a new logo, right? Or you want new business cards. Being that you will have access to the community of other small business owners that are graphic designers and that are video makers and things like that, guys, you can submit a work order with your consultant and they will submit the requirements of your logo. Just, I'm just going to give you an example. If you have a certain logo that you want or a certain video created and you have a certain budget, your consultant will submit your request to a pool of graphic designers or video make whatever you need in the business sector. They will submit your business or your purchase order to a pool of designers, and you will be able to choose, save time, and choose which graphic designers you want to use. You don't even have to go find a graphic designer anymore. You're going to be a part of a pool that will create ebook covers for you, whatever you need. This is what's so cool. To join other savvy business owners in this association, guys, it is all for a one-time tax deductible investment of $57. Guys, 10% of the sale will be donated to feedamerica.org. We truly believe in giving back, and also donate PPE. This is an organization that's all about providing frontline workers with the essentials that they need, because we're still fighting this COVID-19. Guys, here's the link: bit.ly/ United Small Business Association of America. Guys, you'll see the link down below, but when you click the link, you'll be led to this particular page. It will tell you more about the program, about the association, guys. It is limited space because you have that one-on-one, right? You have 30 days of one-on-one consultation, somebody that you'll literally be talking to at your convenience. Obviously, you will have the 24-hour access to the platform, which is really cool. And here's the deal, guys. We actually have two packages. Now, we're promoting the $57 membership. It's for 1 year. $57, guys. That's less than a cup of Starbucks for 30 days. But you can get the 1 year membership package where you'll have access to everything. Or you can get the lifetime package, guys, which is $197. That's one time. And you'll have access to the forever growing library. You'll have access to everything that you need for the rest of your business life. So even if you start a new business, you'll still have access. You'll still have the coaching. You'll still have access to the library and everything that you need. So guys, this is really a one-stop shop for the small business owner to get it done. Well, listen, guys, I don't want you to delay. Reserve your spot for a one-time payment of $57, guys, and you can start changing your business overnight. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for investing your time here. I promise you it is definitely not wasted. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and share this with other business owners. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Oh, guys, and don't forget to subscribe if you have our YouTube information.